and welcome, Lynx here. We are jumping straight to the story. We are with Kika this time around. Let's see. I mean, we know she survived. That's wonderful news for us. She did not, she might have fallen off that cliff, but she survived, which is great. Again, let's continue. Raising Angels. Judgment.
Congratulations on not falling to your death! Truly, you are a heroine!
Shut up! I collapse on my back, each breath still coming through racked from the physical exertion and definitely not from fear that I almost plummeted to my death. Wow! Where'd that come from? There's no tower like that on base. All the fighters would end up running into it.
I'm surprised. I not think all of your swordsmen were as foolish and ill-guided as you.
I'm talking about our smaller spacecraft.
I knew that.
Sure. Of course. I wish I had a fighter or some kind of watching over me right now. It looks like the parade ground. It still has that weird smell from the flowers, but it definitely isn't.
You are on your pathetic little plane, just as you are now on my far superior and noble one.
Your world has a giant monument of the Battle of the Bay at the top of one of your towers. Makes as much sense as anything else today.
It is the last dwindling remains of a world that will soon not exist. Can you feel that sense of doom wrapping around you? Of course not. You're a Halloon. What am I thinking? You can feel anything.
I can tell you, I'm feeling annoyance every time you call me a Halloon and won't tell me if it is a name, a title, or some weird crystal creature slang term.
I'm the spirit of this world.
You're a very angry ghost inhabiting a rock. I expect an angry snort in return, but she remains silent. I wish she'd keep snipping at me because annoyance is far better emotion than the one creeping into me. If I assume for a moment that she's correct and somehow this place is some weird merger of my world and hers, then I need to change my priorities from prevention to triage. What I need to do is find out how it was done and work back from there. Natalie always attempts to start with fixing the effects, which is why she hasn't involved this case and I'm now getting involved. Priority 1. Find out what happened, where exactly I am, and reverse it if possible. Priority 2. Ensure Kylie and Faye aren't in this place as well. Priority 3. Catch whoever that was that did this and bring them to justice.
You silly little girl.
What? I admit priority 2 is more important than 1, but I can't do anything about 2 without solving 1.
None of those priorities matter to you.
What did I say about insulting and threatening Faye?
It's not her safety you should be concerned about right now. They know you are here and they are coming.
Let them come. If they want to pull me into their world, they better be prepared for the consequences of challenging Kika Star!
I see you have no lack of bravado, but I wish to see your skills put to the test. Be prepared to fight to the death!
About that, I seem to have left my sidearm back on the ship.
Sidearm? You have both of your arms for now.
I meant my weapon. Tsuri always kept them locked up and said she couldn't trust me having it just because I forgot to turn the safety on when I slept and accidentally discharged it into the bulkhead is no reason to not trust me. Wow. Tell me you are American without telling me you're American. Okay, I'm kidding, of course, if you have sense in you, of course you will be able to remember to, get the safety on. You will turn the safety on, yeah. Well, anyway. Then again, I feel like even Americans would agree, probably, maybe, that you have too easy of an access to weaponry. I don't know how it is in Poland. I wonder if you can have a gun actually privately. Let's see if we can get... Okay, you have to be 21. Got it. Okay, but it's sports weapon or for hunting. Okay, oh, for defense when you're 18. Got it. Okay, you have to have the, you know, stable place to live in. Physically adept. And mentally adept. Okay, that's good. You have to go with the doctor and psychologist. Okay, that's nice. Can't be an addict. Good. Of course, you can't have been judged in any way, so you could have not been in a prison or whatever. And do not be a danger to yourself or, you know, the public and so on. Okay. You know what? I feel like it wouldn't be hard in Poland as well. Then, oh, okay, so for a defense you have to have actually a documented reason. Okay, so basically you have to really be under threat of some kind. Okay, makes sense. So I guess it would not be that easy in Poland in the end. Oh, you can have a gun as a collector for, but you need to belong to the, like, some kind of society of collectors, whatever that is. Interesting. I wonder if you can have something. What about this? White weaponry, I mean, right now I'm curious about that. You have to have... Oh, come on, really? Interesting. Anyway, back to the game.
Weapons are for weak mortals, not for those who've been blessed by me. Show me your mastery of the magic that can protect you from my influence.
Magic is not real.
It is very much real. Are you so much as a peasant that you've never seen a mage before?
Magic isn't real. It's just technology that we haven't quite understood yet.
So you are a worthless peasant with no real boons other than the ones you inherited and can't understand.
There is more than one way to fight. Fighting here is worthless and word that does little but waste my energies. The name of this game is a stealth section.
And how do you intend to sneak past that?
Crawling downstairs is under a creepy dirt-colored lizard with a long whip-like tail with a sharp barb at the end of it. It's not much bigger than a big cat or maybe a small dog. Uh-oh. That still can be dangerous. That is what I'm supposed to be afraid of? What is going to do? Nibble me to death? Like cracking a whip, the lizard's tail snaps in the air and smacks me straight in the forehead. For a lizard that's the size of what face looking for in pets, it has good force behind it, causing me to nearly stumble back off the side of the cliff. Hey! Hey, for a hit that didn't draw any blood, I feel a little woozy.
Of course you do, you just had a creature attack your spirit. What do you expect would happen?
Idiot, spirits are just incorporeal concepts.
You're an idiot. Your concepts of what spirits are hold no place in this realm. If you do not protect it, the thing is going to devour your core essence.
Huh?
I'm not going to explain it again.
You didn't explain.
Ah! Dodge! Fight!
Is this what being lethargic is? Even when I'm doing nothing on a lazy day at home, contemplating the great mysteries of the universe keeps my mind whirring. And now... Oh, that means that it wouldn't work on me, I guess. I'm always lazy. And I'm always lethargic. Kind of. Maybe not right now, but... I can't concentrate. I'm having a hard time focusing even though I know beating a lizard should be a simple task. I need a weapon.
Do I look like a blacksmith? Use your magic.
Do I look like a mage? Another blow lands against me and I stumble to my knees. Is this how it is going to end? I'm going to die to a stupid lizard on a floating spiral.
A hallowed without any gifts, who is spared all of your ancestors, you are nothing but a pox upon their name.
I can still win.
I cannot fathom what sort of predicament would make me consider helping such a disrespectful warfare, but I would rather not die alongside you.
What should I do? Shove you inside its nose?
I have powers that would break your weak will the moment you saw them. You would fully understand my power and beg for forgiveness for sticking such a might being into Javelry.
I sidestep. That's the best anime move. Narrowly dodging another strike. I had always assumed my vast intelligence would allow me to thwart any possible danger. It hurts to say this, but Tsuri's points on training the body are remotely true. Yeah, of course they are. Now that I think about it, there was... I don't remember if a meme or a post. How, you know, people are like not working out, blah blah blah, and they are like also never fought or anything like that, right? You know, fist fight or whatever.
But you know, deep down there is a spirit that will allow them to win any fight, right? Protect the loved one and so on and so on.
That's such a bullshit. You think like, dude, it's probably one hit and you are down. Let's face it. You have to do something, you know, still. Like, Kika is in a big predicament here. Sure, she's intelligent as heck. And, well, that could give her a little advantage, but, well... she's in troubles. If you had those powers, you would have used them on Natalie when she prevented you from eating us, or when I called you out on your BS before.
If I would have been able to use them, you would have been removed from this world entirely and we would be in this situation. The reason I cannot bring devastation is that I need a blood and flesh body to channel them through, but in the wilderness of the slaves is what little I can do in this form.
The lizard isn't giving any ground. I'm ready to step back again, only stopping myself once my foot finds no solid ground behind it.
Putting aside how casually twisted the minds of my minions and their family unit body. More specifically, I need you to stop resisting my possession of your body or we both are going to die here.
What?
Stop resisting me and leave. And we leave. Relax your mind and let me in.
Kinky. I can feel a presence at the edges of the mind. Like a shadow pushing on my psyche. Feels a little different than when she tried to sway my mind back home, but it still fails to pierce the shining light that is my will. But that light's about to go out if that little soul stealer with his snappy tail finishes me off. I'm out of options. I mean, I personally would try to overrun the lizard. I mean, how fast can it be? How fast can a lizard be, by the way? Then again, I mean, dude, we are saying lizard and so on, but what if it's a fucking Komodo dragon, right? Those fuckers are dangerous. Right? It's the Komodo dragon that I'm thinking about, right? Or is that not what I'm thinking about? Okay, so they are kind of dangerous when they want to. Lizards dangerous to humans. Let's see. The only venomous lizard is in the US. What?
Not in Australia? What?
Why am I googling this right now? Did I save? I did. Well, I personally maybe would try to overrun because, well, then again, I'm actually working out myself, so I would have a little bit of trust in my legs. Sure, it's not the same as running away from, you know, Polish drunks in the evening. that are basically spending their evenings by the alcohol store, right? But it's a ridiculous comparison, yes, I know, because running away from those guys is easy as heck. I mean, to be fair, you don't even... I mean, you can go in straight line easy, they won't catch up to you, right? But the better part is, you know, to wobble a little bit from side to side. And they will wobble themselves into the ground. Anyway, let's... Fine. Azazilai, let's go. You better be able to deliver.
With no ounce of doubt in my heart and soul.
You're an evil crystal monster who has been reduced to nothing more than a decoration. I know you don't have a heart, and I'm doubting the soul is good to one.
Good, evil. What matters is power and how you wield. Step aside, little girl, and let me show you how it's done.
How?
Don't resist.
Ooh, the color changed of the hair. Interesting.
Oh my! How long it's been since I've had the sense of touch. Words can begin to describe the feeling of feelings.
Could you stop creepily examining my body and get to work preventing that thing from killing us? My boys, why do I sound so distant and soft? More importantly, what happened to me?
Oh, so many questions for such a gland of a girl. We simply swap places. Your spirit is dead in that crystal prison while I reside in your pathetic body.
Pa! You seemed rather pleased with it.
Even stale water quenches the thirst of the desert wanderer.
I can still feel my senses. I can still hear, still feel the wind, but it all feels so distant. I don't like this, and I most certainly don't like what your stupid swapping magic did with my hair.
I have purified it.
You ruined it. That bright pink is my birthright.
Oh, is it truly? Well, there is one more thing I must purify before I can deal with your little reptile problem.
Huh. You know what? Actually, I think like this better. Azazilai reaches up to the buns that help hold my drills together and yanks on releases. My beautiful intricate royal drills that I work so hard to prepare before it falls against my back like a cape. How dare she mess up my perfect hair? I've kept that hairstyle uniform for the last 5 years and she ruined it in less than 5 seconds.
Hey, what's the deal? I'm not an insolent child. I'm Azazilai. I will not fight with my hair bound like my spirit has been these centuries.
This deal is getting worse all the time.
I think it is time to change your mind about what you have unleashed upon your foe. Prepare yourself, foul beast.
Raising angels.
Judgment. Wah! That's what happens to those who cross the Dark Lady.
I was expecting something else lusher than throwing those balls of a dark energy at them, like a torrent of evil that would consume them. Not something that looks smaller than an arrow plinking of them.
If that foul woman had destroyed my crystal form and left me a little of darkness of my former glory, maybe I could have done such thing.
Maybe you should have tried not enslaving my friends or killing the ones who couldn't bend to your will.
Maybe you could have just allowed yourself to be my slaves.
Yeah, I'll think about it. We'll try asking them when we get back and see how they respond.
Very good.
Oh, actually, did the color of your eyes change as well? Yeah.
And the eyebrows.
That was obvious, I know.
Very good.
That was sarcasm. Silence falls as Azazilai stares up the path leading up the broken mountain. A cool breeze blows through my hair, ruffling the loose strands around. It's going to take me hours to get it back into my drills. I know she might have just saved my life, but ruining my hair balances it's out. No, I think she still has deficit. Alright, you saved the day. Now give me back my body this instant.
Oh, you want your body back? You'd like me to return to that cursed rock and be nothing more than the lost spirit being used as a jewelry?
I'm glad you understand it. Move over.
I don't think so, for you may be short and far less voluptuous than my former body was. It is a physical form nevertheless. It will take some time to regain my power and twist into my visage, but for now I'll accept this as tribute.
You could just get a surgeon to change how I look, but that's not going to happen because you are going to give me back my body now!
You would never understand what it means to have a physical form again after so long. For the first time since before your great, I actually don't know how many times I said it, great-great-grandparents were even a distant dream, my senses have been restored.
What did I click right now? Fuck. Oh.
feeling the flow of my magics. What little I have left coursing through my veins, feeling the crispness of a new morning on my skin, the prickles of a freeze ruffling the sail. It's like I'm alive once more. It's like it never happened.
I suppose I should feel sympathetic towards her. She speaks like she was a normal creature before she was a scary crystal being of my nightmares. Losing the sense of touch even for the minute I've been in the state has been disconcerting. But that doesn't change the fact that she's in my body. Just give it all back already! Natalie was for you to find the thing and that's it!
Oh, your body is mine now. You cannot resist the magics of the Dark Lady!
And before, when you thought you could mind control me.
That's completely different. Don't even try to waste your time resisting and just accept this!
I'm taking back.
Fine, try it, you little slave. I will grind your spirit to dust!
How exactly do I move myself in this detached state? It feels like the necklace is holding my ghost here, like one of those old ball and chains they tie to criminals. Like a pup taking the first steps, I push myself towards the body bandit. It was like my mind and spirit body, I suppose, are sludging forward in the sea of ooze. But it can't stop Kika Star! This is my body and no backstabbing magical crystal monster I think is going to keep it! I can feel her pushing back against me, trying to resist my righteous quest to reclaim the sacred body of Kika. Too bad that's not going to work. I push harder as a Zilite. I'm like a mental heavyweight champion. A few months later, I can feel feelings. I test lifting my arm again and sure enough it obeys its true owner. Though I was only displaced for a couple of minutes, the sense of touch returning to me grounds me back to reality. Dude, Kika is amazing. Not like I had any doubts, but you know.
Ah, my body, my control.
Dude, I like her with hair like this more, not gonna lie. She should keep the hair loose.
You stupid, how do you even understand how disrespectful you are being right now? How many people will have willingly handed over their bodies and lives to my very whim?
I don't know, and I don't care. Maybe on that backwater planet those freaking would offer their bodies to you, but out here in the real universe we aren't as crazy about weird crystal people.
Huh, you understand nothing. Whether they are able to run wild nowadays.
Okay, unless you care to start telling me to stuff. To put any of that into context, your insults mean absolutely nothing to me.
You mean nothing?
Uh-huh. At least my hair and color went back to normal. Ah, an explanation for that.
Bandit is ill-suiting such a hideous creature.
You don't want to talk. I look at the path before up the mountain and sigh. No point in continuing this pointless argument. Let's get going.
I could get us up there faster, you just need to submit to my will!
I think climbing would be better for me.
You suit yourself, I'll just be here being jolly, watching you suffer with a big smile on my face.
Two of those super lizards and they're again blocking my path.
Just use the magics that you've been training since the dawn of time to smite them. Oh wait, only one of us is a powerful creature and the other is the most worthless Halud ever who is a blight on her ancestor's name.
Okay, look, I don't want to die, you don't want to die, so let's cut the crap and get down to it. I'll let you fight them again. I brace myself for the sensation of being stuck in the crystal around my neck, but it never happens. Any day now. I want to get home before it gets dark, if it gets dark here at all.
What I have is knowledge that there will be no night in this place. What I don't have is knowledge on why it would help you defeat your foes.
Not dying, it's really good motivation for me.
As is saving your friends and returning to the hovel. It seems to be that you need me a lot more than I need you.
Okay, you're nothing more than a worthless shard. I could dump you here and you'd be stuck here for all eternity.
Not at all. I'd simply bide my time while I regrew my form from synthed off residual magic in the air. I've done it once before, I can easily do it again.
Then do it faster! Well, I can regrow myself. What do you want in exchange?
Your body for the rest of your mortal life.
I'll take my chances with the lizards, thank you very much.
Hey! Ingrate! It is a very fair offer!
It's not fair in the slightest. Besides, I could easily just agree, let you get me out of here and then never let you have my body.
Hey!
Do you really not even consider for a moment that I would lie to you to get what I wanted?
Of course I did.
I lead a sheltered life growing up myself and even I know not to trust offers that are too good to be true. Even if I would have questioned how sincere someone who agreed to surrender their body forever would be.
Quiet!
Thankfully, I'm a heroine, so I'm just going to reject your offer instead of stringing you along.
Your body is the only thing I desire. Ooh. Having a form of my own and ending this cursed existence as a crystal is all I've thought about for centuries. I'm tired of living as nothing more than a specter of my former greatness.
So you admit that you aren't so great now, huh?
Greater than some short-day flat-chest servant girl.
Kika Star is nobody's servant girl. She serves the people of the Cartesian directorship, but not as their mate. Actually, she doesn't look that flat. What are you talking about? There is some curves there on the chest department. So what are you talking about?
Very well, I see you will continue to refuse the blessing of allowing yourself to be my slave. I have another offer. Your friend, Face, if you...
I'm going to stop right there. I said I would smash you into 1,000 pieces if you ever threaten Faye again. Say your next words carefully.
I would not harm her. If I would be able to slay you, I have long since learned that drawing the ire of your hero types is far more problematic than it is worth.
I'm not giving Faye.
Very well, there are many other slaves you could choose from all your crowded worlds. Just give any of them the necklace and I will take it from there. It has to be a Kitsune, a Lopite, or a Hobanvo. Unfortunately, I do not have influence over the others. And it has to be an attractive one. A female body as well, if I could take a male form. I do have some standards for myself on this deal. We could walk the street and find a good host for me. It'd be, like a little shopping trip, except instead of lucky clothing, it would be...
stealing the body of some innocent person who just wants to get home.
I don't like that tone!
I don't like your plan.
How about the body of a mortal Emmy then? I could remove them from your life, perhaps even ruin their resistance to your ambitions, and as another bonus.
Okay, that sounds nice actually. I do not generally offer such one-sided deals, but I'm worried I am on the weaker side of the bargain here. Sorry, wrong voice.
I do not generally offer such one-sided deals, but I'm aware that I'm on the weaker side of the bargain here.
No.
Will you not even think it over first?
I guess some people would say that agreeing to it is an option. Maybe for the lesser-minded, but I'm Kika Star. Upholding my ethics is a core belief. I would agree with that one. Dude. Oh, there is that one that I don't like. She's pretty hot for. Let's go. I'm not going to sacrifice others to save myself.
Ooh, then there will be no deal between us.
We can make a deal on using my body. An eternity of committing evil acts with it is where you've gone into non-started territory.
What do you have in mind?
I don't know, maybe going to a fancy dinner so we can experience having fests again. Going to relaxing day at the spa, seeing the world.
Seeing the world?
I don't know anything about you other than you are a foul monster with unknown objectives. More importantly, your exposure to modern life has been extremely limited. If I show how life is now, maybe you'll have some sudden epiphany that enslaving people is wrong.
And you'll be able to discern my methods to how I control others and what my aims are.
If you aren't the only one who can do this, I need to start learning before I have to face the fools I can control with the threat of a hammer.
A crafty little slave? Very well. We shall sort out the exact details of our agreement later, but I'm willing to cooperate with you for now.
Good. Alright, tag in and take those lizards out!
A waste of my power, but if this is what you wish to buy with your body and soul, very well. Raising Angels.
Judgment. Looks like the plateau's here. I'm gonna take a couple of minutes to get my breath back.
Did I say you could stop?
Unless you want my legs to give out as I stumble on something and then fall off the side of a cliff, I think you'll accept my break time.
Very well, you have my permission to be a weak, pathetic mortal.
Oh, thank you so much.
I hope you see now that for my wrath is great, so is my rewards for those who are loyal to me.
Your rewards are 5 minutes breaks? Dude, this is literally company time when you work from home. You get a 5-minute break every hour. And one 15 minutes long break. Wow. Wow. Congrats, Kika. You are working for a corpo right now.
Free. Do not presume to waste my time so frivolously.
Oh, thank you. Kind and generous overlord whose word I must obey. Raising angels.
Judgment! We are being watched.
Duh, we keep getting attacked by random wild animals. Obviously something's watching us.
No, that's not it, imbecile. What is watching us is no wild creature of the realm. It's a bird, but mechanical.
What? A mechanical bird? Do you mean drone, some kind of aircraft?
The only drone here is you. I meant exactly what I have stated. There is a bird of mechanical origin flying over our heads.
I scan the sky trying to figure out what's misunderstanding the crystal demon that Rock is having. It's almost certainly to be some kind of drone. But what would a drone be doing flying around in this weird world of spirits? Maybe this is really just a simulation and it fooled her. Unlikely, but still. A glint in the old cold sky catches my eyes. Guiding on the winds like a soaring eagle is, well, a mechanical bird. It's one of the combat recon model androids that were used to blend in with local wildlife and scout and harass enemy units. Based on the fact that I can clearly tell it is robotic, it must be an old model but has seen a lot of wear and tear. Maybe it was lost here. Yeah, definitely. Lost on its own.
Do you see your folly? Do you see my greatness?
I see it landing by the tree. If we can capture it, I might be able to reprogram it and use it to help us find our way out of here.
Ooh, stealing from your foes and making their tools yours? I'm greatly impressed you could convince such a plan.
Thanks for the backhanded compliment.
You're welcome.
I was being sarcastic! Let's get it before it flies off again.
Pounce.
Excuse me?
Are you a halloon or are you just a corny weak body? Pounce it and capture it like those who were your betters would have done.
Are you going to tell me that what a halloon is at any point or just keep using it to insult me?
Both, I must say prefer the second one. You truly are a stain of time.
Love you too. Look, there is no point in being stealthy. Not only does it have X-ray eyes, but it is staring straight at us.
And? Are you questioning my command?
I'm saying your command is pointless.
Actually, Lieutenant, the early KRD X-104B models didn't have X-ray vision, but instead used a combination heat sensor and motion tracking. But Raptor's heat sensor package went out ages ago, and I haven't been able to find a replacement. He just normally saw you.
See, my point still stands. Also, hello Kylie, glad to see that you are unharmed from everything that has been going on.
Lieutenant, what's going on? 1 minute I was standing in the park, next, this isn't the base anymore, is it?
Not quite. We've got working theory that we may have somehow used a giant crystal to somehow shift part of the planet to another plane of existence.
Huh?
It's a theory, it is no theory, this is your reality.
Do you have any way to protect yourself? Raptor and I have been attacked a few times, but he's been able to fight them off.
In a manner of speaking, it's going to be hard to explain, but...
The lady of the night is giving you her powers, isn't she?
How do you know that?
Because the mark of a goddess is not so easily forgotten. She can still hear me, feel my mark upon her soul. Perhaps you would like to touch the crystal and feel my embrace once more, tiny one. I can make a princess once again.
Okay, I can see I need to re-establish some of the boundaries for you. I know I said not to threaten Faye, but I'm going to blanket include all of my minions under that.
Minion? Huh?
You presume my minions as your own.
She was my flight officer before she was your princess. My stake trumps yours.
Blasphemy!
I'll put it this way, either you accept not possessing or threatening my friends, or I throw you straight over the ledge.
And remain defenseless in this world of danger? I think not.
Oh yeah, do you see those little holes in the mechanical bird's wings? They are lasers. It can find its way out of here with us.
Its power is a pale share of those that you wield with my aid.
Not really, Shardy. They're pretty much on par and it doesn't make me feel like I'm aiding a bad guy.
My name is Lady Azazalia.
Well, my lady, your bargaining position here is incredibly weak and I'm sick and tired of this working partnership being a one-way street. Stop threatening my friends. Stop trying to steal everyone's body and I won't throw you over the cliff and keep my end of the bargain. Heh.
I want ice cream as well now, so much that you will have nothing but an unending migraine from the cold when you take back over.
What an amazing threat. How did you come up with this? See, everything you say is threatening. You don't make this easy on me.
Nothing in your life seems to be easy on you.
You have no idea, so are you going to over the cliff or not?
Fine, you cretin. Your body is the only one I shall use. For now.
Fine, whatever, good enough. Kali, I don't suppose your friend has seen Faye around here, was it? Has it?
Oh, Raptor has been busy trying to protect us both.
If Kali is here, that means that both the culprit I saw running towards the crystal and Faye are in here as well. I should be pushing towards the culprit, but if something were to happen to Faye while I was busy capturing the villain, I don't know if I could live with myself. Protecting those I care about is far more important than the glory of a capture. Besides, it isn't like I can do both. Having Faye there to see me bring down whoever did this is going to make it all the more glorious. Well, we are here now. You just leave the protecting duties to us and focus on finding Faye.
And then bringing vengeance upon my enemies.
At least we can agree on that part. If anything has happened to Faye, do what you will to the culprit.
Good.
Don't worry, Raptor and I won't fail to find Captain Moonfellow.
I'm counting on you.
You can count on me. We won't let you down. Raising angels.
Judgment. Kali, do you mind if I ask you something that has been driving you crazy?
Is it my heart? Most people don't think it is within regulations, but it really is the only one that properly fits me.
Of course it isn't. If the Usagi can get those skimpy, useless one-piece uniforms that expose their legs approved, then I doubt the hunt is out of the question.
Sure. I was thinking about getting one of those myself for...
Kali, you work with constantly moving parts that could take flesh and fluids that could be corrosive, no?
But...
Seriously, no. If you want to get Soul's attention, do it by doing a good job and following everything by the book.
Right.
What I want to know about is your bird You said it was a KRDX144D?
Oh, no. Raptor is in KRDX... X104B. If you look at the tips of his wings, you can see the distinct curve of the B model.
Same thing to me. Aren't those special military androids? Why do you have them?
I did.
Aren't you currently under investigation for fraud, theft, and smuggling? Stealing command androids is going to get you locked away.
I didn't steal them.
Damn!
Astute. I was focusing how fast she snapped back that response.
Okay, maybe those sounds doesn't make things any better for you. If anything, just makes me more sure of your guilt in this.
She always was a very disobedient little princess. That's why she wanted to make her own laws with my power.
And then you basically mind control her so you could... what?
Eat her. I enjoy sacrifice every now and then.
No, see, Kali, that is something that should be meeping at because it is both somewhat expecting and highly disturbing at the same time.
You would understand with your puny vision.
I don't really want to understand why sacrifices to is something that is visionary.
Well... It's true, I used and abused my power to get my hands on Raptor and the others, but it was to save their lives.
They are androids. Sure, most of them have some semblance of intelligence, but that does make them alive. The android flies down, landing perfectly between Kali and myself. Heard me, did ya, you little robot flapper? Looking at the bird, the odd patchwork of worn feathers covering up, scratched silver metal is apparent. The chassis shines with untold amounts of care. The movement silent and precise for such a beat-up android. How old is your friend here? He seems like he's seen his fair share of action.
5 years old.
They keep them around that long. They try to replace my datapad with an upgraded model every 2 years.
Get.
Flight Officer Migi. How long is the service life on a KRD X104B? Okay, this isn't something you can just avoid by not answering. What you did is going to end up dragging down the cars of the entire crew. At least let us know what you were doing before the hearing.
Wow!
This doesn't concern you.
Wow, wow, wow!
Seriously, but out, Birdie, how much did you reprogram him?
I never reprogrammed any of the androids I rescued.
Rescue. That word does not mean what apparently you think it means. The word you want is stall.
Do you know what they do when an android reaches the end of its service life?
I don't.
They destroy them. They take their hard drives, their very heart, and smash it with a spike so the information can never be recovered. Even if they still have life in them, even when their bodies are programming lets them go on for a few more years. So yes, I assigned them to a fictional unit under my command where they can live out the rest of their lives before their programming terminates them.
Are your machines not immortal, little girl?
The programmers decide to give them intelligence and nature and a hardcore termination. They will die at some point.
Oh, as is the natural order of the universe.
Death. I guess if they wanted recon units that could think of for themselves, have loyalty, and know if a death comes at some point, that is still rather weird. Catagen Defense Force. We do the illogical because sometimes it works. Sometimes.
Raptor here is my first one. I do everything I can to take care of him and he takes care of me.
I've never seen him before. I have a hard time believing that you have enough hiding places on the Nimross for a bunch of old android animals.
They stay in my apartment.
Of course they do. Of course.
Lieutenant, am I really a terrible person for trying to let them live out what little remains of their lives?
Why even asking her that question, Princess? Is your own conviction not enough? Do you need her approval?
I want it for my boss to see what I'm doing and think of me positively for it.
You break the rules, and then hope that everyone thinks better of you. I hate to say it, but I have to agree with the monster on this one. Do what you believe, but be prepared to accept the consequences. If you can't, then you don't believe in it enough and shouldn't be doing it. Simple. That's how the amazing Kika does it, and things always turns out well for me.
Almost always.
Eventually.
How?
She pets the brownish red feathers on his head, gingerly.
Maybe. I'm just going to keep taking care of my friends until the day when people understand.
I don't agree with it, but if they were already going to be retired and she's not selling the hard drives to the royalties for rag money, I didn't hear anything. Raising angels.
Judgment!
My feet are sore as I trudge through a field that just seems to go on and on and on and on. When I signed up for the space vector, I thought that the only trudging I would be doing was down long ship corridors. There is even some kind of pollen in the air here that is driving my nose and eyes crazy. Stupid allergies. This is also why I need to get an Armenian-like blade. It would be so much easier if someone could carry me on their back. You need to start working out. Some might say that this is embarrassing, but I see it as practical. Why waste energy for the main event when someone else can do it for you? Instead, the heroine has to expend energy just walking a weird field towards a monument that never seems to get any closer. It's like I'm on a treadmill. Kelly, are you sure that we're moving forward and not in one of those cartoon loops where they just go in circles?
Positive, I think. Raptor's internal gyros are still reporting relative movement.
And now your body was so weak that you could not take such a trivial stroll.
Oh, shut up, you're just riding along.
Do you think that I would waste my allergies on such a meaningless thing when I can just have you use your time and energy instead?
That's my line. I'm the heroine, not you.
I will not agree with your delusions.
Kika, Raptor has something. Look, look!
She shows her datapad at my face, jabbing a small amount of white, barely visible, out of the top of a large green bush. At the bottom in red text is Raptor assessment of possible allied combatant. It's definitely not unrefutable proof of face survival, but she's the most likely person to be able to bunker down and hide from the creatures roaming this place. It could be an actual wolf instead of a lupit for all I know, but it could be Faye, and I'd never risk leaving my best minion behind. Fortune favors the bold.
Huh? Wait, don't leave me behind! Faye!
Faye!
Hush, you fool! You're renouncing our presence to the entire world!
Do I look like her? There's one person who needs to know my presence, and I'm going to make sure she knows of it.
Why do you care so much about white-haired speck of so much?
She's really sweet. Captain Moonfollow has never once been mean to me as long as I've known her.
She's a better person than one here. Sorry, Kylie.
It's okay. I understand.
I don't unless you are saying I'm not a person. Which is true, I'm a god.
Especially you, yeah. Faye! It's us! Faye! A moment later, a pair of white fur ears poke out of the top of the bush, swiveling around back and forth.
Kika? Is that you?
I struggle to hold back the tears welling up inside of me. Yeah, it's me. I'm so glad you're safe.
Arrgh! 5 more minutes.
And just like that, the ears go back in the bush. Wait, are you sleeping in there? You were supposed to be hiding from monsters, not hiding from me so we can take a nap.
The
best person.
Hush! I step back close to the bush and start to shake it violently. This is not the time for her to be getting her nap on, no matter how she might be feeling. You need to get up now. Do you even know where you are?
Arrgh! Another world?
Yeah, no, you... Wait, you know that and you are still taking a nap in that bush.
There were some animals that came by, but they let me alone. Peace brings peace, naps bring naps.
That's not how that works. That's not how that works at all.
Not at all, yeah. Raptor, to the air!
What are you talking about? Oh, joy. My favorite group of cats are back. Lovely. I don't suppose that you can tell them to leave us alone.
But spirits are not trained by me. I do not respect my authority.
Would you like to change that?
I would be just overjoyed to show some revolting royals dogs who the real master of this realm is. Raising angels. Judgment. Heh! Child's play. I know what I even bother myself with them.
You are struggling and you know it.
Because this body's weaker than I was expecting. Maybe if I did not have to work with such a useless Haloon, I would not be having trouble.
Yes, I'm a worthless Haloon. I still have zero understanding about the world, so I might as well just accept it at this point.
Good.
Fine.
Wonderful.
Superb.
Eh.
We're having an elitist single word sarcasm fest here.
Kika.
Yeah, I'm right here.
She can't hear you.
That's right, you never actually managed to take over Faye, did you? My minion was too strong for your games.
I recognize this feeling. Those drums, you're the monsters from the jungle.
I could take her for my own directly if you...
No. Give Kika back.
I'm not talking to you, Wolf. I'm talking to your idiot friend.
Kika's not idiot. Let her go, or else.
Or else what?
I just take back over.
Why does your hair turn that color when she takes over, Kika?
No clue.
Because I'm making it pure. My aura brings out the natural beauty of the host body. Kika is beautiful without...
Kika is beautiful without you. Give her back.
At the girl, Faye can be pretty fierce when she gets her mind to it.
Faye, you can't hear Kika? That's not Kika, Kylie. Kika is in the crystal right now. I think the dark leggy took over to fight back the cats.
Hey?
This is getting dull. You can deal with your pathetic little friend.
Good, move over.
At least it goes back to the correct color when I take over again.
The correct color? What choice of words?
Faders up and gives me a tight hug. Hey, it's okay, Kyle, you're just right. I made a deal with the thing in the crystal for help finding out what is going on and protecting everyone.
Why? Kika, that's dangerous.
This whole situation is dangerous. Even for crystal monsters, things are dangerous. Far more dangerous than the crystal I have to deal with.
You shouldn't judge its power based on its size.
No need to judge me. Already had her try her full power against me and it is laughable at best without a body. Pretty weak even with her borrowing my body.
I could take someone else's body if you'd prefer.
No. I'm not allowing you to steal someone's body. You're borrowing mine until we can figure out what we are doing with both you.
Lovely. This is a great deal and I'm happy to be part of it.
Same. Faye looks confused. Only hearing part of the conversation, but I'd rather her not be in control than free than being able to hear the stupid crystal.
So you're okay and it's not being a supervillain?
For now. If she starts going kind of crazy over the ledge, she goes.
Every time you say that your punishment when I regain my former glory gets more brutal.
Hey! What did the crystal say, Kylie?
Nothing. More hot air.
I don't think Kika and the Dark Lady Crystal get along very well.
Power struggle. Nothing too serious. We'll resolve it one way or another.
Okay. Do you have a plan on getting us back home, Kika?
The first steps of one, at least. You see that big crystal up there? I think that's what got us here.
Raptor reports that there is a path that leads up to it.
One solid path, or am I looking at a platforming section up ahead?
It looks like it is one solid path, but I'm not sure how stable it will be. The data doesn't really make much sense.
Of course it doesn't make sense. We're on a giant flying island that is part of our world, part of some other world, and we're trying to find logic.
Structural stability is something that should be consistent across all worlds.
Your simplistic perceptions are nothing when facing the power and magic of the spirits. What you think impossible can be done with a mere thought by us.
And that's why you're now nothing more than a sliver shoved into a necklace. You can discount some simple things from having complex results. I stare up at the crystal tower of the distance. What I'd give right now for a simple solution. Think you can hold together long enough to make it up there, Faye?
I'll be fine as long as you do the fighting. But I'll help as well. I didn't bring my medical kit to treat injuries.
Wait, do you have anything that can help heal the spirit? That's what these animals seem to be attacking.
I do have some really nice tea and some calming medication that the doctor gave to me.
Alright, Dr. Moonfellow, let's get heading home. Raising Angels.
Judgment!
What?
Nothing.
Okay. It really is a beautiful day for a hike. If it wasn't for the deadly monsters and... Excuse me, I'm trying to monologue here as we climb. You know what I noticed right now? Because I kind of switched... kind of the distance, I would say. Yeah, switch kind of the distance of mine from the monitor. And right now I see how the text box, right? It is like 1 or 2 pixels too high, and you can see still at the bottom of the box the background. It's a little funny. Anyway.
And do you think I care about your beautiful thoughts?
I don't think...
And I do not think I care for an actual response from you. Keep babbling to yourself and continue moving us forward.
Whatever. Not even that monster can ruin this for me right now. The idea that there is an entirely other world and What?
So there, take the toad with me, mortal. I will slightly burn your uniform. Those sparks may singe your cloth.
What do you want?
I desire nothing. I move petty wants and needs that lack lesser creatures. But we need to discuss the ones that bother such a weak and unseemly girl. Then a wind is there to listen to you.
So you're bored and you want me to amuse you on this long Kika car trip.
Fine, it is so. Amuse me. Juggling is acceptable.
Even if I knew how to juggle, why would I do that for you? I'm not your personal jester.
Amuse me, jester. The Dark Lady demands it.
I look up ahead, making sure that Faye and Kylie are busy with Raptor before I make my gamble. Fine. Riddle me this.
A riddle? An easy challenge, but I accept.
So you lived a long time on the jungle world, right?
Before the great grandparents, were even imagined.
A very long time, you could have just said that. While you lived there, you either brought or controlled the tribe of Freakon and Spirit Cats.
My servants, like what you think you have with those two.
Well, was it just you and them in that little spot of jungle day in and day out for millennia?
I'm not getting the riddle here. Yes, that is true.
Okay, here it is. How the hell did you manage to retain your sanity after so long with the same tribe and spirits? I get you are above the mere petty wants and needs that plague lesser creatures, but either you are a very good goddess or you're lying to me about how uncaring you are about this.
You set me up!
Answer the question, are you boring or bored? If you don't want to answer, we can just go back to walking up this hill in pace. It's up to you. I win either way.
I was so unbelievably bored that when my servants found your oh so precious Faye's father, I considered not breaking him to my will.
But you did anyway.
I pried much information about the world greater from his head. There was much to be learned. And I would have been able to gather up more information, but some amount of meddling adventurers just had to crash a second shuttle in my territory.
Yeah, been meaning to ask you about that one. Why were you willing to fluff up Ulrich Moonfellow as a god from the stars, but you were planning on eating us and Kylie?
Well, the god thing was just so highly amusing to me, and the other servants actually believed it. Can you believe that? But your pathetic little group carried on them the taint of one I had long since thought dead.
The original Onilab crystal. Are you telling me that it once belonged to someone similar to you?
What matters is that I was right and that he's still dead and gone. Perhaps if I had not panicked and at that thought, I would have been able to avoid the current situation.
Perhaps. You thought we were part of this thing you hate and you still decided to toy with us instead of killing us outright. You were dead bored?
One must take enjoyments in all aspects of life.
Kika! I'm coming. I rush up to find out what has them stopped. Thankfully, Faye throws out her arm and prevents me from yet again rushing off the side of the cliff. Stupid cliffs.
Kika, we can go this way.
Okay, it's the fastest, most direct route to the way out of here. Unless you'd rather go wandering around aimlessly, we are going over this.
Lieutenant, I could send Raptor out and try to find another path. There might be a point where the divide is smaller or maybe connected.
But how much time would we lose trying to find it? Not only could the perp get away, but we could be attacked 100 times by more killer birds and lizards. There's only one reasonable path to take her here, and that is straight ahead.
I'm going to run the numbers to see if that jump is even possible. Ooh, I have a possible solution.
Okay, we are not going to stay here and have a nap until rescue forces arrive. We have to assume that nobody is able to come save us.
Okay, I have a second possible solution.
No need to keep the audience in suspense. What is it?
The gap isn't
that far. If we took some of the longer tree branches and tied them together with vines, we should be able to make a bridge to get across. How much time would it take and would it hold? I've seen a lot of materials like ground, so it wouldn't take long. Holding is another story. The last time I made a bridge like that, I ended up in a stream. But my father pointed out my mistakes, and I think I could do it properly this time. I looked down at the necklace around my neck. I don't suppose you have any good ideas.
I have a myriad of good ideas, but watching your squirm after your little stutter is far more entertaining.
Why are you doing this?
I guess it must be because I'm boring.
Yes, we are going to make a long jump. Why am I hesitating? Every moment we stand here being stalled is a moment where the bad guy could cut off our only way home. Good suggestions, but the fact of the matter is we are falling behind where we need to be. We're going over this obstacle.
Lieutenant Star, I don't think that we can make the jump. The math in my head has even you falling short by several inches.
I don't need math. Just watch what I do and do the same. Oh boy. I take a few steps back to give myself a proper running start. 3, 2, 1. Go! I sprint forward fast my legs would take me. Throw myself forward in a mighty leap that would rival even the Slayer of Gods and...
Fall short! I can scramble to find some sort of ledge to grab onto before I go tumbling off the cliff to my death.
Kika!
My fingers finally find hold and foot from open air. Why am I in this stupid situation again?
Why? Oh, you should expect all of your plans to involve us dangling over a cliff.
You wanted some amusement.
You're a terrible jester.
And you are just flat out terrible. Might help me climb?
Certainly. Yay! Go team! I believe in you. Hooray! Does that help?
No.
It sounds like a problem. I've done my part.
I'm so far out of breath that the time I get back up to solid ground, I suspect I accidentally exhaled my lungs.
Would you look at that? You managed to not doom us both to eternally falling again. Adequate work. But the real question is, what are you going to do now that you are on this side alone?
Cope. The same thing I always do in this kind of situation. Faye, Kylie, do not try to make that jump.
Thank you. I'm going to gather up materials to make a bridge right now.
A noble plan, but are you going to waste the advantage you risk your life to gain? Will you sit here and make sure we get across safely? Or will you show that courage that your ancestors were known for and boldly charge to stop those that threaten your destiny?
I shouldn't leave Faye behind, but if I can put an end to this now... I just suddenly fell off a cliff. How stupid will I have to be to throw what adventure I gained into the abyss I just dodged? I swore that I was going to protect them, but the best way I can do that is by taking out the greatest threat. I'm going to have to trust in them to deal with the little ones. Kylie, Faye! I need you to try and find another way around and head straight for that crystal. I need to put a stop to this before it gets any worse.
But Lieutenant, you aren't supposed to run off and split up the group when you are in situations like this.
I know, but...
Be safe, Kika! Hey, Captain. This is something Kika has to do. We just have to have faith in her.
I want to cry out in joy. That's why she's my #1 minion of all the time. I'll be as safe as can be. You to be careful and take it slow. Without me, only the bird is going to be able to watch over you.
Okay. Let's hurry and find the path, Faye. We'll be right back behind you, Kika.
I give a quick wave and start sprinting up the hill. They're putting their faith in me and I need to show them why counting on Kika's star is never a bad bet. No other creature hassles me on the way up. I worried that smashing through all barriers between me and the crystal would attract some attention, but it turns out that nothing stupid enough to get between me and my goal. As I approach, I can see the towering clear crystal begin to glow with a holy white light, like a beacon guiding the wrath of justice towards evil.
No, that wouldn't dare, not even I would have. What?
Move faster! For all that is left is sacred in this world, you will find the strength in you to run faster than the wind!
I'm trying.
I don't care if you're trying your worthless little mouse, you will do!
You're really making me want to stop. But I tried to pick up the pace. The little monster in the necklace didn't really care when they tore apart reality and made whatever this place is. They barely got a recommendation that I should do something. Hearing I quickly break down in panic is a scary indicator that whatever is about to happen is something that maybe not even I can handle if it is allowed to transpire. My legs are on fire as they pound across the stone dais towards the monument, but they refuse to slow down. Across from me I can see a tall figure with large, feathery wings standing in front of it.
When I felt several presences of those who were unintentionally swept up in our first activation. I thought they were going to be innocent souls who just happened to be strong enough in spirituality but to be swept up.
Alphonse? I guess there was someone like that in the past games. What are you doing here? That outfit, seriously?
I should not be at all surprised that it was you who not only managed to survive the space between the world of the spirits and the world of mortals, but also got to me before the activation could be complete. Such luck truly is befitting heroines such as yourself, Kika.
Yeah, I'm glad someone recognizes my hard work.
What are you doing, you worthless bladeless Haloon? Murder him, strike him down now before it is too late!
I thought I recognized that presence. The traitor goddess truly is an impossible insect to crush.
I'll crush you, pathetic mortal. High priest of the Tenzin or not, I will end your miserable existence before I can finish your plan.
Forgive me for saying this, but while it is very impressive that Kika was able to get you both here, you are too late to stop my plans.
Yo, I'm never too late to stop whatever it is you're doing.
He intends to return to barrier between the worlds. The spirits will return once more to our universe and subjugate your people once again.
The key. Wait, no, that's not how that is going to work. Natalie captured the key, handed over to the intelligence director Deutsche. The plan was stopped like 2 adventures ago.
Regrettably, that is correct. Without the power of Mazin, I cannot break the barrier. With the great Lord Tenzin and Wu trying to pierce the barrier at Neptania Mazin Yachach, and the traitor preventing it, we are in a bit of a spiritual stalemate.
Even with Mazin by instruction and Falor seeing it out, you would not have the power.
Wait. These crystals are all parts of whatever magical creatures you are.
Good, Kika. That are the great lords and ladies of the once mighty spiritual empire of the Chazari. The spirits who once ruled its galaxy and whose blood runs in yours.
No. There is no cat spirit in me. Kids were born from a virus just like yours.
Yet, several of those viruses born are older than when they are supposed to have been created. Dreamen that are centuries older than when humanity supposedly fell to the virus. Your history is not but a lie. We are servants of the spirits who have been separated from our charges.
You are our slaves, and if you succeed, you will be slaves once again.
But mind control of hogwash.
Your blood resonates with the spiritual power that is born inside of you.
Okay, yeah, I'm slowly starting to get the bigger picture right here. This definitely counts as something I need to stop before it's too late. But we did stop it. What are you doing?
You are right that Sordoshi is now preventing our success. She's a crafty, clever fool whom we are unlikely to best. The future, where we reunite with the spirits, has been sealed off. You dare invoke that magic. Do you not care what it will do to the existence? What you seek to do is not all that shall be affected. Falur has been temporarily incapacitated. Yes, that's what awaits. Accept this burden and all the consequences.
Is he breaking time? You aren't stupid enough to mess with time-space continuum with fancy god magics, are you?
For all that is holy, stop.
For all that is holy, stop him before it is quite literally too late. Stop his pointless questioning.
With the power of Tenzin, god of time the Fricon, I shall return to the past. Years before Natalie Puccile gets her hands on the last key, I shall return to right before the Battle of Chartu and... If assemble a shard containing the power of Mazin could disable the Nimross, what do you think the full crystal could do, huh?
No! Hopes of the Carthage fleets were in that battle. It was literal turning point of the war with them if you were to unleash the only crystal's full power there. History will be changed.
Slaughter him!
I think I have stalled long enough. Goodbye, Kika. I'll be sure to give you my regards when we meet back then. The flash of light launched out once more, consuming everything around me. Everything but my promise to protect Faye. Like hell you will! I launch out towards where he was standing months ago, barely touching something when I feel the energy sweep around me. Yank me, tug me, threatening to tear me apart. Everything around me feels fractured, like someone is smashing pane of glass with a hammer. So that's what it must have felt like when Azos felt my hammer coming down on her. I need to remain full. I need to remain tough. I need to hold it together. I am Kika Star and I will never wilt. A fire is burning my chest, giving some semblance back to the world.
Will not die here, not while both have vengeance to deal our enemies, for you may not be her. My oath to protect her burns inside of you. They will not take you as long as I can protect. Promise me, they will pay.
I will fix what they have done. I will save everyone.
Good. Tenzin will remember once more why it took Neptaniumazin and IDHAS to bind me.
And I'm not going to let the mortal ends get lucky like Natalie did.
Luck! But our partnership will be sealed as it was in ages past. I bond my strength to you, Kika Star. Let them feel the strength of the Dark Lady and the Haloon once more.
Fire sweeps around me, blinding my sight until... Hey, the Academy.
I don't have enough strength to continue the pursuit, but I brought you to the best anchor point in time where he arrived. Perhaps if I would have had my full power, I could have... Rest, I must rest.
That's good enough. I can take it from here. You've got a lot to explain to do, but I think I can handle the short term. First things first, I need to get my best possible ally in the timeline. Thankfully, I know exactly where she is in relationship to the Battle of Shard 2. I just hope I'm not too late to make a difference.
Make a difference? Really have. That fool have broken more than just the event he's going after.
Wait. Are you saying other stuff will have been affected? Crap, there's no time to waste. Past Kika, I hope you have your datapad with you. Please, 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 let the past be mostly intact. I mean, I'm going to fix it, that's never in that. I'll just playing with the weirdest possible hand. Wait for me, Faye, I'll be back soon. Raising Edge Judgment, end of part 1, Altered Hope. What? Wait, there is more? We'll see where this is going. With name, back with name. You know, I mean, you know, after what was going on with Kika, not gonna lie. Her part of the story is much more interesting. I would definitely prefer to stay with her, but, well, what can you do? I managed to take one step through the door before I'm washed over in wild light that consumes all. Did those three somehow detonate some kind of bomb that is consuming everything? Is this the afterlife again? This is definitely what I get for not properly studying theology and just blindly accepting my version of heaven. Come, sweet death. Oof. Let me introduce you. Concrete stairs, my face, concrete stairs. The first time I trip and falling down the stairs to the judicial building. But the first time I've ever been happy to do so.
Sergeant Puccile, are you alright?
Never better.
Do you need help back on your feet, Sergeant?
I'm fine. Newt, do you see Jade anywhere? Newt pokes her head inside for a moment. I'm ready to yank her back outside to our reality, but nothing appears to happen to her.
He's getting a really stern talking too from the desk guard.
Could you go inside and help him? I need a moment to recover.
Of course.
My fingers go up, brushing against the mild bit of blood from my wrapped up face. It's warm, fresh from my fall. It brings a faint smile to my face, like I have more proof that I'm finally home. My flesh can be hurt, but by dangers once again. Right, I should call those I should call in those three to have a very long, very detailed briefing on what the hell this is. I could shove Natalie into an irrigation room until she starts talking. Shoot, but I can barely lift my arms for some reason. With my adrenaline level starting to bleed off, exhaustion is consuming me. What are the odds of the world? What are the odds the world will end if I decide to take the rest of the afternoon off? Who knows? I mean, it's not like you could save it. You are not Kika.
Really? Thanks for the save, Newt.
I'm just glad that he was so willing to trust my explanation.
I can't believe you are willingly alive for me. You have that whole incorruptible vibe around you.
I'd rather keep it that way if you don't mind. Still, thanks, Newt.
My pleasure.
Hell of a bad time to suddenly come crashing back down to reality, right?
What do we do now?
We assess the damage. On first glance, it seems we are truly in another world. Time seems to have passed faster in that world, but we managed to arrive on the same day, if my datapad time is to be believed. I see no impact on the world and no obvious damage to us. Are you feeling better, Jade?
A billion times better. Whatever was bothering me seems to have gone away the moment we arrived back. Until the security guards started grilling me, it was downward spiral for a moment.
Maybe some people shouldn't be trying to break into security rooms.
Maybe some people shouldn't tell me to break into security rooms.
Maybe some people should think for themselves.
Maybe some people should consider a course in leadership.
Who are these some people?
Nothing, we're just trying to laugh off a crazy day.
Oh!
Let's look for the other people we saw. Hopefully they should be waiting in the parade grounds.
Other people?
Captain Moonfellow, Lieutenant Star, Flight Officer Miggy, and some unknown Afrik with large wings.
Whoa, you saw Faye? We better go find her.
You know her?
She was my squad leader in my academy class. You'll never meet a sweeter, more innocent girl, with maybe the exception of Newt. She never had joy in her life.
Considering how much of a corrupting presence yours is, that's a good thing.
Name, who are you trying to convince?
What do you mean?
For someone who speaks so coldly of somebody else, your lips always seem to curl up with happiness whenever you're talking about her.
Oh, shut it now!
Just saying, as a friend, maybe.
She's out of my life forever. End of story. Now let's get finding those four.
I've never seen her so out of sorts.
That's joy for you. She does that to everyone.
I absolutely hate her myself, so not to everyone, okay? Talking. Stop. Move.
Yes, ma'am. Raising angels.
Judgment.
I collapsed on the sofa with a grimace. There's nothing that could make today better. Not even ordering a pizza and watching comedy specials can restore my energy after finding out that only 2 of the 4 reappeared here. And those 2 were completely useless. Neither Officer Miggy or Captain Moonfellow had any more information to give me. A white flash brought them there and then a white flash brought them back. Whee! The statue didn't have any clues either. No amount of casual inspection revealed a secret compartment. I'll have to come back with some more powerful scanning tools later. But not tonight. Tonight is just going to be me trying my hardest to relax and prepare for tomorrow when this nightmare is going to come back to life. On cue, the door chime rings. Natalie, can you get that?
Too comfortable?
Me too.
I got it!
You're a true hero, Zuri. I can hear the door crack open, expecting Jade to come rushing in to try and convince me to leave my blanket nest and go play games with him. I like those outfits, by the way.
Hello, can I help you?
I can barely hear Zuri and Arava's voice is far too quiet to pass through my warm comfort.
Oh yeah, she's here. I'll go grab her.
No!
We're here to talk to you.
I'm not in the mood to do more work stuff right now.
I didn't get that impression.
Fine. Maybe the blankets will still be warm by the time I get back. I grumbled my way to the door. Why couldn't they have just waited until tomorrow to hawk whatever product they were trying to sell? Why now? I step in the doorway, ready to give them a peace of mind when the answer becomes clear. Could have... What? Wait, what? What? Wait... Who, what? What? Who? Whatever.
Hey Nana, you're looking great. I was worried you'd end up starving yourself to death without us.
Because Yoi has never had any attack when it comes to just barging in whenever she wants. Important meetings, dangerous situations, my life. I cling to the stars as a life raft as the flood of motion sweeps over me at seeing my former partner and bodyguard again. Bodyguard. Wait a second. Give me a second. Quickly. Come on. Load faster. YouTube Studio. Anton. Was someone like Yoi in this game? Fuck, I don't know. When did I play this exactly? Analytics. Since publishing. Okay, it's from 2021, so there is a slight chance I might have this on the PC and not on any of the external drives. No, there is no chance like that. I don't feel like connecting external though. I don't remember if Yoi was in any of the previous games. And I have sort of a problem with that. The fact that I do... Oh, wait. There was, okay. Wait, you were dating? I don't remember that happening. I don't remember that at all. Whatever. Wait, no. Wasn't she Anton's bodyguard, if anyone's? Whatever. For a moment, I'd rather be facing the wild monsters cats again than be facing Yoi in my past. I'm over her. I'm over that part of my life when I was a SITO. I'm free of all those influences. But who am I kidding?
Anton and I are back in town for work, so I thought I'd go and check up on you. I know you're getting in trouble with your partner.
Yoi.
Okay, I may have totally missed you. Might as well be blood since you never pick up on the signs. So, can I come in?
No. Or yes, who knows what she answered? We don't know. I'm putting this into one episode. If this is such a short thing, I might as well put this into one episode. Also, is this supposed to be like that? Is there any more to this game that we don't know? Let's see, Raising Angel's Judgment. Because they dropped on us. What the heck? I mean, this seems so incomplete right now. Is it finished? Okay, published in 2019 and updated in 2019 as well. What the heck? I'm so confused. The scene is an epilogue that's going to be leading to the next part. Not sure how. Next. Next part, you say? Where's the next part then? What the heck? Where's the rest? Come on! You know what's also a little problematic about IDHAS Studios if they are like not very active anywhere. Like I didn't know about this game at all until I've run into it by chance again on itch. I don't know. Like what? Cool, Kika went back in time and we don't know what happened next. This makes it so incomplete here. Then you are dropping like end of part 1, you start with something and there is nothing more. I feel weird about this. Like, you know, I feel that emptiness right now inside of me. Because clearly there should be more. Anyway, still, if you enjoyed, consider liking the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hopefully they will release more to this game. Or more of the another Raising Angels to actually complete the story. Because, well, clearly it's not complete. And once it's out, and, you know, I will run into it again, we'll of course play it. Also Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, if you're into the stuff, follow me there. And with that being said, I wish you all a wonderful game. And with all of that said, I wish you all a wonderful day. And I'll see you in the next game. Which, well, I guess I'm about to choose in a moment. Bye bye.